Hola. Hi, my name is Alberto, photographer from Con Calma Podcast. I'm here in lovely Sydney.
How do you find Sydney so far?
Oh, it's the best. That's very much like home.
And have you met any local Latinos?
So in Melbourne, we met a few Chilean individuals.
So how come you say Chilean?
So we say Chileno or Chilean. I've heard you guys say an animal name.
Chilean.
Which is like close to chinchilla, which is like an animal. I've never heard that before until today when I talked to you. Funny enough, in the hotel, randomly they heard us talking. They're like, "You guys Latinos?" Like, and then as soon as she kind of found out, she turned full Chilean. And we all came out and like, "No, concha su madre," and all that stuff.
What's your heritage? Where are you
So
from?
I'm born and raised in Canada, Toronto. My mom was Ecuadorian and my dad's Chilean.
So how do you culturally identify?
I identify myself as Canadian, Latino Canadian. If you ask anybody, I'm more the Chileno.
What's some Chilean versus Ecuadorian slang?
So one of the things that Chileans say all the time, and I got yelled at randomly about, was beans. So beans, I'm used to saying porotos, and that's how Chileans say it. My cousins are Ecuadorian and Colombian, and they have no idea what that is.
Okay, what do they say in Colombia and in Ecuador?
Like menestra is the sauce that they use, but frijoles is the one they use a lot.
When growing up, being of Latin background or Latin heritage, what's something really memorable about it?
Well, I was raised by my grandmother on my dad's side. Spanish was my first language. I had to learn English through like the Muppets and like Sesame Street and school. And when I was a kid, I remember it was weird for me to meet somebody that wasn't Latino because we would all live in the same apartment buildings. We would all live in the same area. So I only knew Latino people. And then when I started going to school, that's when I started interacting with other cultures. Like I grew up with Filipinos as well, and we're a very similar culture where it's like we'd show up with like a cool whip Tupperware with arroz con porotos and like carne or sanguon, and all these kids are with peanut butter and jam sandwiches and looking at you like, what the hell is that? And eating. Also pronouncing different words with like an accent when we were younger, and people were like, I don't understand. I was a little lucky because I grew up with Italians and Portuguese, so we were all similar as we were all first generation. Portuguese at home, English only in the streets.
A message to people who are watching.
Listen to Con Calma Podcast, at Con Calma Podcast. It's a little different in Australia because, and I think you told me it's like 1% of the population. I would say just keep promoting the Latin culture here. It seems like everyone, when they find out I'm Latino, love it, which is, to be honest, kind of rare, which is great. Even when I heard like Bad Bunny or like J Balvin playing,
Did you hear it?
Just playing randomly in the streets from a car, or like a couple cafes and play it. I keep pumping out the Australian Latino vibes.
Love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.